Hi everybody, welcome back to 30 Days Until Done. We're working on our urban communities in celebration of the LA Fiction Anthology. Woo! Yesterday we were talking about They Live Here Too, and I have a little bit of secret knowledge of who else lives here because just because of reading and studying and things that I like. And so the Coyotes live here too. But the secret knowledge, that's what we're really going for today. The secret knowledge of this place. And that's today, the things that you know that nobody else knows about your community. And that can be history. One thing that I seem to recognize that nobody else seems to recognize is that the town that I grew up with, which is called West Covina, is south of Covina. Something must have happened. I'm not sure what, but I seem to be the only one who notices that. What are some other secrets to my community? I'm sitting about a quarter of a mile from a Carnegie building. And I try to explain to my students what that is, and they don't seem to know what that is. And the sort of gift and insult a Carnegie building is, right? Both at the same time, and what Carnegie is saying about our community because of that, and can you really say no to that? But I think what I'd really go for is where I grew up. I was about a half a mile from a nuclear bomb shelter from the 50s. And it's just a grate with stairs going down into the depths. And I used to sit there on top of the grate looking down into the darkness, just kind of dreaming about what would be down there. And sometimes it would be good, sometimes it would be bad, but it was a mysterious look into the unconscious, and it was really fascinating to me. And nobody else knows where this is because there's no reason to tell anybody anymore where that thing is. Or at least people don't think that there's a reason to tell. You know, who knows about what's going on with nuclear weapons right now. But there's a place for and I wonder what it's being used for now. It's certainly not being stocked and cared for. The people I talked down to at City Hall had no idea what I was talking about. It's just sitting there. I'm sure there's somebody in the city who knows, but not the people that I talked to. Or what else? What do people not know about my city, Los Angeles, that I seem to know about? I know about those things that are specifically specific to me, like education, right, and what the educational landscape looks like. And you walk down a road and you look at people, and you can kind of pick up what's keeping them from education, or why they feel a part of education systems. And that's a long passion of mine, because so many people feel excluded from it. And well, there's tons and tons of things that I know that the world doesn't know, and tons of things that are mysterious to me as well, that other people know. I'm not somebody who can do plant identification well, and I'm always pleased when somebody explains to me what these things are. To me, I'm surrounded by trees right now.
These are oaks.
These are oaks. Okay, so that's oak, but that doesn't look like an oak to me.
No, this big one behind you is an oak.
Oh, okay, that's it. Yeah, and so I'm surrounded by this vegetation. Even though I'm nuts for nature, I've never been good at plant identification, and so that's kind of a secret knowledge that people have. And Tom Thomas, I think you have a great deal of secret knowledge, especially about the area I'm in right now. I'm sitting at that park on Indian Hill in Claremont, and I'm sure you have a story about this because you know this area so well. And there's certainly things to talk about in Laverne. Okay, so whatever that secret knowledge is, let us know, and post down below or send it to me or whatever, and I'll see you tomorrow on 30 Days Until Done.